The US Bank Altitude Connect credit card is one of the few no annual fee credit cards that has a lot of travel perks built in, including TSA PreCheck reimbursement and Priority Pass access. If you heard about this card when it first launched, it actually did have an annual fee, but with its revamp in 2024, they removed that fee, removed a couple features, but this still is a seriously great card to consider. However, it does have one very serious caveat, so make sure you watch this video in its entirety. Let's first talk about its earning potential. Currently, it has a sign-up bonus of 20,000 points after $1,000 of spend within the first 3 months. At one point, it did reach up to 30,000 points, and I was still within my 90-day window, so I was trying to see if they would match the sign-up bonus, but unfortunately they didn't. So if you care about the sign-up bonus slot, maybe wait around to see if that will return. But as for its regular earnings, it does get 5x on its prepaid hotel and car rental through the US Bank's travel portal. But any other travel expense, gas, EV charging will earn you 4x points, but it is capped at $1,000 per quarter. You also get 2x on dining, grocery stores, and streaming services, and then 1x everywhere else. These points do not expire. You could also potentially earn even more via their merchant offers, which are business-specific coupons or cashback, basically. But I haven't had a chance to really use some of them. They're not as easy to use compared to some other credit cards. But now let's talk about its vast travel benefits. First of all, it has no foreign transaction fees, and you get 4 Priority Pass visits. You can use it towards a guest, but again, that will count towards the 4 visits that you get. You do need to register in order to activate this perk, but it's easy to do through the US Bank app. Additionally, they will reimburse up to $100 for TSA PreCheck or Global Entry once every 4 years, but that's totally fine because that status will last you 5 years anyways. But do note that Global Entry now costs $120, but luckily the credit does post very quickly after the transaction hits your account. Plus, you can get a 5 gigabyte data plan eSIM for 15 days via GigSky. You do need to sign up again through US Bank's link, but otherwise it's very seamless. This does have to be outside of the US though, so unfortunately you can't just have a free data plan for the US. But wait, there's more. They even have something called a Smart Delay Airport Lounge Access. This perk allows you to stay in a lounge if your flight were delayed after a certain amount of hours. It's pretty nice, but I have yet to use this because the lounges are not available in every US airport. To use this benefit, you do need to register your flight number prior, but again, you can do so right within the app. And then they also have 2 travel insurances, so trip delay reimbursement to reimburse certain expenses while your flight was delayed after a certain period of time, and then there's also trip cancellation and interruption insurance also. Plus, it has all the usual credit card benefits, including fraud protection, zero liability. There's contactless payment built into the card. You can use it in your digital wallet, easily freeze or lock the card in the app, and request a free card replacement. Now let's talk about the rewards system. You can easily track your points in the US Bank app or website. I do like that they even break it down to transaction by transaction, how many points you earned. And during your 3 months window, while you're trying to earn your sign-up bonus, I do appreciate that there was a very clear tracker also built into the app. And within the statement period that I achieved the minimum spend, I saw the bonus immediately in my account. For redemption options, there are quite a few choices, but really only 2 have decent value, as in they are worth at least 1 cent per point. The first of which is cash back into a US bank account, and it does have to be US Bank. They don't give you the option to do a direct deposit into any other bank account, which was definitely quite a bummer, so I did have to open a US Bank account just for this particular purpose. There's a few other caveats with this. I'll talk about it in the cons section of this video, but the second most valuable way to redeem your points would actually be gift cards in this case. That's because you're able to again redeem at a 1 cent per point value, sometimes even more than that if the gift cards are available at a reduced value. Though a downside to redeeming for gift cards is that a majority of them are not e-gift cards, so upon redemption you still have to wait for it to physically come to you in the mail. So within about 2 weeks I got it via snail mail, but luckily it was already activated and I was able to redeem it without any issues. Then here are the other possible redemption options that offer lower than 1 cent per point value, and that would be redeeming through the travel portal. Even redeeming for statement credit, usually this is my preferred way of redemption, but you can see it's worth significantly less than 1 cent per point when doing so. Also, you could use it towards your Amazon purchases. You could buy merchandise from their repository or Apple products. And the final option is to pay yourself back instantly, but it's only on certain select categories and only up to a certain dollar amount. The redemption options is usually where US Bank really falls short, and that was true when I reviewed their US Bank Cash Plus card too, but this was a serious disappointment, and you're not able to even transfer your points to the US Bank Altitude Reserve to have a higher point value to redeem for travel on that card either. So that rolls right into the cons of owning this card. So I really wanted to make this my default travel card thanks to its no annual fee, but it is missing one key benefit in my opinion, and that would be luggage protection. As someone who has frequently traveled this year, I can say that I definitely would have utilized this benefit. The next item would definitely have to be the lack of good redemption options. Not even like more than 1 cent per point. We're talking so many of the options are less than 1 cent per point, with the exception of basically just cash redemptions to only a US Bank account. But even then, that is not the worst thing about the redemptions. It's the fact that you have to redeem in increments of $25 when trying to do that cashback method, which doesn't make any sense to me at all. On other US Bank cards, they limit it to at a minimum of $25 redemption, and other credit cards do this, which I'm still not a fan of, but it's still a little bit easier to swallow in my mind. But the fact that it has to be exactly $25 increments makes zero sense to me. Then to rub salt into the wound, it doesn't even recognize that you have a bank account with them when you're trying to redeem. So you have to take extra time just to populate your account information from US Bank to redeem. And then if you're going to make gift card redemptions one of the more viable options, why are not all the options able to be redeemed via e-gift cards so you can get it instantaneously versus having to ship out the physical cards and waiting for them in the mail? The app interface is also on the busier side compared to the other apps that I've used for other issuers. And if you had a question on something you couldn't find on the app interface, calling up their customer service can really be hit or miss. Their bot chat service can only handle basic requests. If you want a live agent chat, you only can reach them during certain business hours. Otherwise, you have to pick up the phone. And if you watch my unboxing approval video, I was even on the phone for almost an hour before somebody finally picked up my call. And then finally, they don't offer any kind of referral bonus at this time, which is always a downside in my opinion for any credit card. Now, I know I'm coming off on kind of a down note here, but if those travel benefits that I mentioned earlier in this video are enticing to you, if you want to get accepted for this card, you do need to have at least 2 years of credit history. US Bank does tend to be one of the harder issuers to get credit cards approved for. If it helps, they usually pull either Equifax or TransUnion. So you definitely want to make sure that your credit file is as clean as possible before applying. To sum things up, I think on paper, this is a stellar card, especially as a no annual fee card to offer so many travel benefits is pretty much unheard of. But that really serious downside of requiring redemption in increments of $25 plus the very low point value redemption options, which is most of them, and the extremely restrictive nature of the cash type redemptions. So I hope US Bank, you're watching this video and you remove all these ridiculous restrictions. Then I can finally recommend this card to almost everybody until I'm blue in the face. But I hope you found this video helpful. Please give it a like if you did and subscribe for more credit card videos like this. Thanks for watching.